Yeah.
I will hit record when I am ready to go.
Looks good.
Happy Monday to you all. Thank God it's Monday. Thank God we're at the brake pad. Let's roll. First one we have up is our
Hit that.
archive. Oh,
What was that? What was that?
all right. First
go.
break we
Now you can
have.
see
We got our archives baseball up first. Thank God it's Monday. Thank God we are ready to go. How many of you guys are happy it's Monday? How many of you guys woke up thinking, oh, I hate Mondays? Thank God it is Monday. So before we open them, let's roll through. Who has what?
Who is this guy talking?
Who is?
Boom, there he is. Say hey, Kevin. There he is.
You guys know me. I was here last week. No introductions needed. No
All right,
introductions needed.
Right there. You guys
Sure
got
does.
Artie. So, yeah, we hit the record button. We're,
We got it.
My good and square picture I can't see because of the glare. So.
You're all in.
All right, awesome.
boom. All right.
You got Artie up here. Yeah, there he is. There's Artie coming up.
Yeah. They're doing breaks.
We want to see Hannah Bain wants to make a appearance.
Ready. Yeah.
I've been trying to kiss.
Ready? Oh, she says, yeah.
I've been trying to kick Chris out, but he won't
All
leave.
right, we're out of here.
Well, you want to
Got
wait
the
to see what you do with the banners thing?
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah, go ahead, guys. Start getting the pack.
Diamondbacks with Melissa, Braves, Orioles, Red Sox, Marlins, Brewers, Yankees, Mets, Phillies with Bobcats girl, Cubs with Brad, White Sox Thomas, Indians Bobby. I'm a hometown homer, so Bobby nothing but the best. Rockies Astros with Body Stang, Tigers Rays with and Bierman 4, Dodgers with John, Twins with Richard. Maine 1856 has the A's, Pirates, Reds, Blue Jays, Amanda, Padres with Chris, OR, Giants with Steve, Mariners John, Cardinals with Matt, Rangers with Christian, Nationals Christopher, Angels with Larry, and Royals with Matthew. Who says let's open some packs? Here we go. And you'll notice something a little bit different than you might with Chris. I'm going to be opening some while Artie opens the other. And as we make this as fast as possible for everybody. Here we go. Oh, right from the start, Tampa Bay Rays, Snellzilla, right from the start. Tampa Bay Rays. We'll pass that right along to Artie. Tampa Bay Rays. Lieberman 4, right from the get-go. Nice little poster to begin with. Boom. Empty. So you, as I said, I got my Cubbies tonight. April, I will never root for the Cubs. I told you this last Monday. I will repeat my, this is beautiful. Moment of silence minus the music. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's the best smile in baseball. The best smile in baseball. That was a Mr. Smile, Francisco, April. If only he was in his prime when we played the Cubs. Bobby, it's a great start for you, bud. It's a great start for Bobby. Go Indians. Russ, how we doing? Van, how we doing? So as I said, we might notice something a little bit different. Artie is going to be helping me open the packs. He's not going to be looking through the cards. He is simply going to be opening the packs as I open these. So we can move a little bit quicker because I am not as quick as Chris, nor is anybody in the business.
We have another guy that Chris uses sometimes.
3 for 3.
Pack Attack Zach.
Pack Attack Zach will not be as quick as Chris, and I'm going to go on a limb and say I'm faster than Pack Attack. 3 for 3, and I really like this one, even though it's a Yankee. Give you that to begin with. That's a Yankee. That's the Sandman. Enter Sandman. Mariano Rivera. Boom, right over there. I'm going to pass these all along to Artie. I'll let you organize them so I don't screw it.
Or you said there's somebody else who's interested in. Like, let's not show any cards until we have that figured out. So you guys just rip and stack them up. And then
We're going to rip them. We're going to stack them up, and you guys will all see them short. I'll 4 for 4. This is the fourth. This is the second Yankee. All rise for Mr. Aaron Judge. All rise, Mr. Aaron Judge. Bobby, let's go Yankees. We got a couple of first timers here. Welcome. I could almost say I'm a first timer. This is my second time, so be patient with me. This is my second time. I'm a homer. The Cleveland teams will obviously get most of my love. The Yankees, the Cubs, the Reds, anybody in the AL Central, I'll gleam over. So, April, I'm sorry. Oh, as I talk about anti-Cubs. As I speak about anti-Cubs, how does this happen? We have Mr. Smile and El Mago himself, Javi Baez. Go Cubs. April, good start for you. A couple Yankees and an Indian and a Cub in our opening box. So, April, you're welcome. April, would it be rude of me to say that's the only luck I hope you have? But here we go.
Yes, it would.
It would be very rude of me.
Wait just a second. We're still figuring out one payment for our Mariners spot, so we're going to try to get that all straightened out here for you guys if you just want to hang tight.
So what we'll do is we will open the packs. We will not show you the packs. We will stack them and then show you the cards here in a second. In the meantime, questions about... I know last time we talked a lot about my football past, but I like to think of myself as a lot more than a jock, although not many people would. How many of you like to cook? How many of you ever watched the show Chopped? No Chopped fans. Anybody like to grill? I prefer give and take, so I think it's best we do it that way. While we wait for you guys to think and type, first timers, how we doing? Chris Orr and Joe, welcome. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you, Russ, for welcoming them. Thank you for jumping in. I think you'll find that this is a lot of fun. I am here on Mondays, the best day of the week. For those of you who say Friday is the best day of the week, I will argue with you along the way. Let's be enthusiastic. Let's be enthusiastic on a Monday. Who doesn't like that?
Now, so still waiting just a second to figure out. I want to see what these guys want to do.
I'll show this up for you. This is a 99 out of the 125. This is a Cubs patch. Harry, let's see if we can get that out of the light. Here, Carrie. April, that one is for you. 99 out of the 125. This is on Chris's collection that sits right there and watches everything we do. I would try to do a Harry Carey impression, but that would just be awful. I don't mind embarrassing myself, but that would be one way to do it. But April will leave it right there for you to look at the entire time. Go Cubs, as long as they're not in the World Series against the Indians. That's all I got to say. Slow day at work, Chris Orr. And slow day at work is a good thing. A slow day at work is a good thing. My best Harry Carey is about the voice you're getting now. April, I'm going to leave that up to Chris. I have no idea. I would bet that if it's up here on front, it's not for sale, but I don't want to say yes or no. That is a question for Chris. These are his cars. These are his teams. So I don't want to say yes or no. Loving the Cubs. Van, I don't do a lot of things well, Van. And one of the things I for sure don't do well is impressions. But I appreciate you asking. I can answer questions about me. I'm a pretty open book. And that's why I say impressions are not something I do. April, That's a question for Chris. Do you want that Harry Carey Cubs card? I do not know.
Kevin's trying to sell your cards here.
I'm trying to sell your cards up front.
What?
Oh, well,
Better start busting packs here. Come on now. Yeah. Just don't show them yet. Just start busting, piling them.
All right. Well, we will start opening them and piling them.
Have already do it. I'm going to teach you how to. We're going to auction. We don't. So the darn Mariners guy. I hate it, John.
All right.
We don't have payments,
So I'm going to learn something new with you guys on screen. We are going to do an auction for the Mariners. We have any Seattle people? We have any Seattle fans?
Okay. So here, let me bring this thing up here.
I'll let you do what you got to do.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, John, dang on it. So this is how we do this. We're gonna get. All right, that camera is kind of in the way.
Yep.
All right, guys.
The legend.
Then I'm out of here. Then I'm out of here after this. Hey.
He said that
all right.
twice.
So hey guys, what's going on? Everybody, is it for sale?
Here's what we're looking. Here's what we're looking for. Your best Harry Carey.
$100. We'll get away for $100 in a 12-pack of Budweiser. They better be Bud Platinum though.
There you go. There's your deal.
All right. We gave him all. Gosh dang it. All right. Big house, John. I know you got in with this before, but just trying to get. Oh, all right.
Yo. Whoa.
Wait for
Hey,
it.
no. Time out. 20-second
Says
timeout.
pending.
You heard that though, April, right?
Says pending.
You heard his offer. I didn't make it. He made
I don't
it.
know what that means. Says pending. All right, hold on.
Time out.
I think we're good. Let me. I think we're gonna be good. All right, continue on.
The legend leads.
Continue on. I'll you guys keep ripping packs. All right, Kevin, start ripping those. You can pile them up.
April wants to know where she ships the beer.
Wrigley Field.
Wrigley Field, as he said. Wrigley Field. So we'll start opening packs. We'll start stacking packs, and we'll open them together shortly. We will start stacking packs as we roll. April. I tried, April. For what it's worth, I tried. The man, the myth, the legend. That's Chris himself. You can see Artie working diligently to open packs himself. I got my packs here, and we'll connect. We're just waiting for one person online. As I said from the get-go, I am a pretty open book. I believe that is 1600 or 1060 West Addison. You can send it there, see who gets it, and maybe or maybe not, you'll get a card sent your way, April. Can't guarantee anything these days. Can't guarantee anything. But as I said last Monday, and I will continue to say, I like to be a pretty open book. I like to give and take. Whatever it prefers. Yes, Mr. Trafus, it is a legendary night.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
It is a absolutely legendary night. Trafus, if I was you, I would be supremely jealous, and I would log off right now.
All right, Kevin, we're good to go. You guys can show cards, Kevin, if you want to as you go.
Okay.
Things like that.
We'll open a few more packs, and then we will go.
Or you can talk to him about the variations. You know, like we're aware of the short print possibilities, so we check everything.
Yep.
So, and parallels, Kevin, remember the color border.
Color border.
Yeah. All right, I'm out of here.
Go away.
You guys have fun. Have fun with Kevin. Treat him well.
Trafus says, don't let Kevin mess this up. And I would say to you, Mr. Brian Trafus, too late. I'm here. That means it's too late.
But yeah, guys, when I'm not helping out ripping packs, I'm a fulfillment guru here with Bomber Breaks. Just so you guys know, with this break, we do have some picture variations on a certain type of card, and so what we will do, we probably won't be able to catch them in real time because it is pretty difficult, but we will, we kind of go through the sort, we get everything, all of those type of cards together by team, then we sort them by player, to identify any. Usually we're looking at one per case, so we expect there to be one in here. But probably tough to catch live, but definitely we'll hit it for you guys when we get it top loaded for you guys when we do the full sort tomorrow.
And that's why we bring Artie along. Lord knows I will mess it up.
I thought it was from my great company.
Lord knows there's no greater man, Traphus, than Artie next to me. There's no greater man than that. So I was asked a question about Luis Robert and my thoughts on him. My thoughts on him are he plays the Indians, so I wish he was anywhere else but the White Sox.
I don't know about Luis Robert, but I'll tell you, I really like Luis Robert.
I called him Robert. Luis Robert, Luis Robert, whatever you want to call him.
Here's a question. Do you like him hitting in the 7 hole when he has all that potential?
When he plays the Indians, I wish he was hitting in the 9 hole.
He looks like he could be a legit leadoff hitter.
He's going to be a legit 5-star stud. That's where we will see him.
Kind of jealous, low-key jealous of the White Sox lineup these days.
I am low-key.
Went from being very, very bad to very, very good very quickly.
We talked about lineups. We talked about me being an Indian homer. We talked about the Indians probably having one of the worst lineups in baseball. But maybe.
I mean, I know as of about a week ago, we were last in the league in batting average, last in the league in runs scored. It's hard to do worse than that.
Where were we sitting with our pitching?
Number 1 in ERA and starters ERA. Number 1 in starters runs allowed. I think we're like 3rd in bullpen ERA. So
that's what he says.
Yeah.
He's talking. Yeah. Number one.
So we can pitch really well and can't hit to save our lives.
Yes. We pitch well and can't hit. How does that translate to the postseason? And with a shortened season and the trade deadline a week, pretty much a week from now.
2 of our starters broke quarantine and now they can't pitch. That happened.
God bless quarantine and 40% of our rotation running away to go play baseball cards. That's half of our stack. I will open these right here. Slide these over. Here we go. The other half of our stack. We'll talk these. Yeah, the White Sox do have a crazy good lineup. We always knew the lineup would be good coming into the year, but I never thought they would be as good as they are.
It seemed like all the guys who had like some potential like hit it in stride. Like Jose Abreu's been the anchor forever, and then all of a sudden Eloy Jimenez hitting the ball. You have Monty Grandal kind of hitting, living his potential. You add Robert, and boom. Only the Indians could do that.
The Indians got prospects, but they all need to hit at the same time.
Did you see Tristan McKenzie pitch on Saturday?
For us Indians fans and for us AL Central fans, I think Tristan McKenzie is going to be a thorn in your side for a long, long time. Val, you said Zach Plesac's aunt grew up next town over. I wonder if that's the house they went to play cards in or trade baseball cards in with Mr. Clevenger, because that really put a damper on a lot of the things the Indians can do.
I'm not kidding. I think I like half jokingly predicted Plesac was going to win the Cy Young. Then I posted a Topps 1 4 out of 10 auto of him, and then he got in trouble and now he can't pitch. So I kind of feel like partly responsible that
It's the Bomber Breaks curse. Is that what we're?
The Artie curse, I think.
Is that what we're talking about here?
That was all about Plesac, and then all that happened.
Anything to hate on the Cubs, I'm good with. Anything at all. April, if that means letting him go and hating on him for
the Cubs lineup. Talking about good Chicago lineups is another one that's pretty stacked. I can't believe
again with the pitching though.
Chris Bryant's your leadoff hitter, and it just goes from there. Yeah, I don't know about pitching. I don't just know the lineup is really good. John Lester looked good against us, right?
Everybody, I think I could go on pitch against the Indians and look good.
That's true. You were what, catcher back in your day?
I was a catcher, but I think I could throw and make some of these players not look so good. So again, welcome to Monday. Do we have anybody wake up on a Monday and say, thank God it's Monday? Travis, you ever wake up on a Monday and say, thank God it's Monday? I know you do. I know you do. Let me hear it from the rest of you. Thank God it's Monday. I know. That's what I woke up with this morning. Thank God it's Monday.
You know who came out in this product a couple breaks ago?
Share it with me, Dust.
Indians, Mr. Bob Wickman.
The wick has been lit.
Yeah.
The wick has been lit. If we get a Bob Wickman in this stack anywhere, I'm going to shut it down and walk home. I'm telling you that right now. If we get a Bob Wickman, I'm going to shut it down and walk home. So I got a couple people on standby just in case. We're going to Bob Wickman. He may have been my favorite Indians closer of all time. Thank God it's Monday. Thank you, Bobby.
He had like a 43 save season with us once upon a time. That's even if you even can believe it.
For somebody who was as out of shape, really like John Daly, coming in to throw a 43 save season. Bobby, thank God it's Monday. You were absolutely right. Nobody wants to talk about John Rocker, so we'll let that go.
Yeah, these packs aren't too bad.
No, these are easy to open. A lot of them, though. So here we go. So we got the stacks. What we'll do here is we'll start with these two stacks here and we'll work our way over to these stacks here with Artie himself. So here, let's get them all organized. And here, let's move it right. Boom. Those are the cards we will open first. Got a Roger. Okay, there's a little Will Clark over there. Nomar Garcia Parra, Mr. Nolan Ryan, Mr. Puck. There's a Bobby Bradley. There's an Indian. Noose, Cueto, Orizana, Marcus Seaman. There's a twin. Can't like the twins, but here you go. Joe, thank God Monday's over. I can relate. I can relate. So the question is, and I'll leave this up here, April has been trying to buy some Bomber merchandise.
Okay.
It is sold. I will talk to the boss, who's currently upstairs, and he will be able to answer you better than I with the merchandise purchase. It's all been sold out. He will be able to give you an answer as to when, if it is available, and if it is available. So here we go. Corey Seager, Dodgers. Luzardo, Buster Posey, Mr. Davis, Barry Larkin, Ryan Braun, Devers. Here we go. There's a George Brett, Shane Bieber. Pause. I pause for all Cleveland people, especially the MVP of the All-Star game, Shane Bieber. Let's hope he beats the White Sox and CC. Yep, here we go. Denny Jansen, Mancini, Howard, Carlton Fisk, Mr. Gavin Lux, Steve Carlton, there we go. Mariano Rivera, Ryan O'Hearn. You are welcome, April. Robinson, Walker, so Steven Strasburg, Mr. Machado with the Padres, Derek Jeter, Flaherty. Wait. Coming off a complete game shutout, Mr. Aaron Savale. Anytime we get an Indian, I will pause. Okay, I will pause, but it's Judge and Torres. Yippee! Yay, Yankees. There we go. Allen, Stanton, Marshall, Bryant. I will pass this pack along to you. Make sure I didn't miss anything, because I'm sure I did. Stroman, Hicks, Iglesias, Mr. May. Upton, Rodriguez, Jones, Pedro, Indian Killer Pedro, Ichiro. There we go. Lou, Boudreaux. Another Indian. Let's take our time. Thank you very much, Mr. Lou Boudreaux, Mr. Bregman. That was the trash can. All rise, Mr. Aaron Judge. All rise. Hayward. Munoz. Mr. Means. Mike Messina. There we go. Here's a twin. Here's Harmon Killebrew. There's a twin. Alvarez with the Astros. Josh Bell. Panic. Ford. Mr. Frank Thomas, the big hurt. Rodriguez. LeMahieu. Sam Hilliard with the Rockies. Seattle lefty. Mr. Randy Johnson. Bobby Williams. Mr. Hader. Marte. Sterling Marte. Former Trammell. Mr. Hiura. Will Smith, not the singer, but the baseball player. Jackie Robinson. Brooklyn Dodgers. Jackie Robinson. Ronald Acuna. Rockies. Mr. Bo Jackson. Gurriel. A.J. Puck. Brock Burke. Mr. Blackman. Trout and Ohtani. There you go. That's a big one. Bellinger. And there's a Shohei. There's another Shohei. There we go. Shohei Ohtani. And these will be passed along right next to me.
Thank you. Just focus on inside the camera for me if you can, okay?
Yeah. Let's keep rolling. Here's Luis. Mr. Robert. Mustache, Mr. Robert Young. Oh my God, here it is. I said I would do it, and I might have to do it.
Is that really a Wickman auto?
That is a Wickman auto. So what are the chances that I put the cards down and walk home? That is a Wickman auto. The wick has been lit. I want to pass this one right over here right now. By far the greatest Indians closer since Jose Mesa. If he was in the World Series instead of Jose, who knows what would have happened. That wick has been lit. Mr. Smiler, the second Lindor. Francisco Lindor. All right, here we go. Showtime with Ohtani. Showtime. Glenn Gibson. Calhoun. Trevor Bauer. Might be the most entertaining pitcher if you follow him on social media. Trevor Bauer. I would encourage it for everybody. Tim Anderson. There's a White Sox. There's a 76 out of 175. J.T. Romuto. Catcher. Phillies. That is 76 out of 175. That will go over to Artie Soon. Tom Seaver. Harper. Seager. Mr. Ronald Acuna Jr. A lot of you are telling me want me to start walking home. You want me to stop the break right here and just leave? See what happens on Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much full of it now.
Yeah, if you call my bluff, I'm just going to have to stop and walk home. Mr. Henderson. Morton.
That's funny.
Yes.
Our first autograph.
Our first autograph has to be with the guy that I said I would leave for. Springer. There's a Cub for you. Baez. Odor. Nola. Reynolds. Ralph Kiner. There's a Vlad Guerrero Jr. Rizzo. Hoskins. Freeman and Joe Morgan. Goose Gossett. Isan Diaz. There's a Vlad Guerrero. There's a Yelich and Hyder for you. Put that right there. Bagwell, Stargell, and Judge. Packed you a couple piles there, Mr. Gilger. This one.
Thank you.
And this pile.
Thank you.
And this pile. So I guess we should leave it to a vote. How many of you who aren't named Trafus want me to start walking home? Verlander, Sanchez, Maeda, Gallo. Uh-oh. That's a redemption. That's a fillers. We'll set that one right here for you. I'll do that one just shortly. Robinson, Randy, Alario, Cabrera. Anybody not named Trafus want to tell me what they think their vote is? Brent, there's a conductor, Mr. Chris Sale, Kershaw, Piazza, Jansen, Willie Mays Hayes. We got another number card. Alex Smith, 13 out of 75 with the Mariners. I'm going to pass this along right to you. Any numbered cards? Torres, Vlad, Brad Keller, Mr. Lincecum, Al Kaline, Mr. Bagwell, Corey Kluber with the Rangers. Let's flip these over. Mr. Hudson, Woodruff, J.D. Martinez, Dylan Cease. Here's an Eloy Jimenez. McCovey, Edgar, Dawson. There's another Nick Senzel. Pull the redemption. Bobby's saying I can stay. To me, that means more than anything Trafus can say. Matt Carpenter. Got an Alvarez and Altuve. I can't bang the trash can, but there's Alvarez and Altuve. Williams and Ripken. Pass these along. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Beautiful. Bobby says I can stay. I'm going to stay. At Dennis. Rod Carew. There's a Babe Ruth. There's a Thor himself, God of Thunder. Fernando Tatis. Swing away, 3-0. 3-0. Robin Yount. AJ. Mr. Dunn. Roger with the Blue Jays. Oh, we pause for the Indians. Francisco Lindor. Smiling. Shohei. And a repeat Thor. God of Thunder. God bless Asgard. Eckersley. Carew. There's another Bauer. Tim Anderson, DeYoung. There's Brendan McKay as a 2020 rookie. Dunn, Cueto, Conforto, Ricky Anderson, Charlie Morton, Ryan Sandberg. There's a cool looking Ken Griffey. Paul Molitor. Here we go. Braun, Devers, Reynolds, Kiner, Mr. Gleyber Torres, Carlton Fisk, Barry Larkin. I still think it's hilarious that the first autograph we pulled was an autograph of a guy who I said I would leave. And now you all think I'm not leaving. Vlad Guerrero Jr., Judge and Torres. Boyd, Turner, Dawson, Hudson, Maeda, Joey Gallo, Derek Jeter, Yu Chang. There's another Indian. Maybe one day he'll do something with the Indians. That's our hope. We all have high hopes for him around here. Gary Sanchez, Hammer and Hank Aaron. Hammer and Hank. Gonzalez, Abreu. Part of that lineup that hits nothing but homers. Former Indian Michael Brantley. The Christian Yell. Jose Ramirez, another Indian. You are welcome. Ryan McMahon. Here. We continue on here. Lincecum. Klein. Randy Johnson, Roberto the Koufax, David Wright, J.D. Martinez, Jake Fraley with Dylan Cease with the White Sox, Jordan Alvarez. No questions in the chat. You guys were a lot more chatty when I talked about my football history. I talk about me being able to cook and y'all go silent. Wonder why we're here. Sports is the only reason we're here. I've got questions. Although I would be here if it was only for sports. Absolutely would be here if it was only for Manny Machado, Mr. Howard, Mr. Will, Nomar Garcia Parra. Lived in Boston during his prime. Nolan Ryan. Here's another auto. Darren Erstad. Darren Erstad with the Anaheim at the time it was the Anaheim Angels. I'm going to pass that one right along to Mr. Dilger. Bueller, Robles, and all rise for the judge. These cars will get passed next door.
Thank you.
I can cook. I promise you I can. It's worth asking me about recipes.
Father's Day episode of Chopped, what was that, like circa 2017?
17 or 18. Right before Mason was, so it would have been probably 17. Here's those. If any of you are interested, look up the Father's Day episode where they used amateur cooks. I am one of them on there. I'm the goofy looking one. To put it nicely, look up Chopped Father's Day episode and you will find your boy, the conductor, Chris Sale. You won't find him, but you'll find me. Cabrera. Jose Barrios. Fava beans. Thank you, Christina. That's what absolutely done me in. Yu Chang with the Indians. We pause for the Indians. So if you're asking about the fava beans, somebody must have found my episode. Now hold on, before I talk about my episode, because you all want to take a second, not Justin, but Shane Bieber. That's him.
there's actually
Jacob
a
DeGrom.
certain product that has inscriptions, and he wrote "Not Justin" on as one of his inscriptions.
When you get to wear the jersey with you pick what's on the back, he always says, not Justin, but Shane Bieber. Mariana, Mr. George, Brett, Shohei, Ohtani. So we talk about fava beans. I want to talk about fava beans here. Every time I talk, we bring up an Indian. Aaron Savale. Shutout Savale. Alvarez and Altuve. So we talk about. Take a second. We talk about fava beans. They pull the entire 8 of us together because there's 4 groups of 2. And they say, we're giving you fava beans in this round. You have to peel them twice. So what do? I put my dad in charge of peeling them twice. My dad. I put in charge of peeling them twice. He peeled them once. Why do you think we were sent home? Because the judges couldn't eat the fava beans. So I don't want to say that I'm a bad cook and we got kicked out early, but my dad couldn't cook the fava beans. And if anybody says anything, I'll deny that every day of the week. We got another auto. Mark Grudzielanek with the L.A. Dodgers. That's an auto that goes right next door to Mr. Dillon. I'm loving the throwback autos that we're getting. Blake Snell, Carlos Santana. Maybe he won't walk, maybe he'll hit. Yamamoto. The Millville Meteor. I've never heard him called that, but the Millville Meteor, Mike Trout. Here's a Bob Feller. We take our time for Mr. Bob Feller. Last time the Indians have an opening day no-hitter, that would be Bob Feller. Joe, ask your wife about the Chopped Father's Day episode from 2017. You will see my lovely face on it. This is the face that you will see. You're welcome for that. Johnny Bench, Andy Pettit. There's another one. Logan Allen, up-and-comer with the Indians, just traded over there. Mookie Betts. Luis Cabrera, Banks, Schmidt, Molina, Reggie Jackson, Schwarber. Hey, we just reached 100 messages. Do you think we can reach 200 messages? Juan Soto, Jorge Alfaro, Upton, Ivan Rodriguez, Paul Goldschmidt, Chapman, McNeil. There's a Hoskins and Harper. Hayward. And with the Rays. Let me pass these over. And I'm going to grab a couple more stacks while you guys are watching for me. Pass those over there. Joe, you remember the episode? I'm going to challenge you here. You say you remember it. Maybe you remember it better than I do. What were some of the items we had to cook on that show? Joe, I am putting you on the spot.
I've seen the episode at least twice, and I don't know if I could tell you that.
I was on the episode, and I forget what was cooked. So we will move. We'll do one stack at a time. We will move this stack over. Joe, ball is in your court. I was on the episode, and I don't even remember.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Oof.
I can tell you some of the things, but I forgot. Let's move this. Redemption. We'll put it right there.
What's that?
You have to help me with these.
Okay. Who's the redemption of?
It is a redemption. Rice Hoskins, Bryce Harper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like a mega boom.
That's going to be a mega boom.
So, yeah.
Carper, JD. Over another Bob Feller with the Indians. Christina, I'm calling foul. You know too much, so we're going to put you. That is not fair. That's all I will say to that Vlad Guerrero. Noah Syndergaard. Mr. Mikkel Smith. Senzel. All rise for the judge. Okay, Joe, you remember the mistakes. I made a ton of them. Those I remember. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Joe. Dustin May, Dawson, Hudson, Zander, Albez, Sean Murphy. You Chang with the Indians. There we go. Christina. I'm not even going to tell you what we cooked in the first round. But I think you would like them. Upton, Rodriguez, Abreu, Myers, Lewis, Sandberg, Yastrzemski. There's a Shohei. Jose Ramirez. If they ever play the Cub again, I'm going to call him a Cub killer. Jose Ramirez. Votto, Soto, Mookie. Here's a Hoskins and Harper. H is for homers. Thank you, Russ, for announcing all of that. Keeping us on track here. Oh, here we go. Ralph Garr. Outfielder with the Braves. That's an auto. That is a Ralph Garr auto. We'll pass this one right next door. Hader. Lou Gehrig. David Wright. Young goes to Showtime Ohtani. Showtime Shohei Ohtani. And Mr. Chris Sale. Garcia. Oh my God, I was told I looked like this guy. In a furniture store once, somebody asked me if I was Jim Thome. No, I'm not Jim Thome, but I will gladly say that I am if it gets me a discount. Here is a Derek Jeter 131 out of 175. Ooh. I'll call that a mini. Boom! I'm going to pass that one right next door.
Jeter.
Anytime you get a Derek Jeter and a Carlos Santana to follow that, and a Larry Doby, you guys are all welcome. Thank you very much for playing. Even Longoria. Mr. Glavine, Mr. Hammer and Hank. Jordan Alvarez. Bang on the trash can. Andy Pettit. There's another Logan Allen. Thank you very much. Greinke, Arenado. Baby Blues. Bichette and Guerrero. There he is again. My twin. Mr. Jim Thome. They must be trying to tell me something. Yeah, I look like him. You guys are all welcome. Suarez. Larry Doby. Wade Boggs and Duke of Flatbush. Lived in Boston for years. Not quite sure what that means, but that's Duke Snyder. The Duke of Flatbush. We will pass these along. Optic next.
Yep.
Optic is next. Here we go. Billy. Hader. Mr. Trevor Hoffman. Tom Glavine. Hammer and Hank. Larry Walker. Bo knows best. Honus Wagner. Long gone. Nolan. There's a Mike Trout. CC with the Brew Crew. Zaladain, Fred. Sinsu, also another former Indian. Greinke, Miguel Andujar. Brock. Mr. Murphy. DJ Lemon. There they are. There's Bichette and Guerrero. Freddie Freeman with the Braves. Freddie. Joe Morgan. Reynolds. Ricky Anderson. There's another auto. There's a Lloyd McClendon auto for all you Pirates fans. Mr. Lloyd McClendon. That's going right next door. Gleiber. Rod Carew. Vlad. There's a Mr. Smile. Let's just all take a minute and admire that smile for as long as he's with the Indians. Mr. Smile, Lindor. Former Indian. The Goose. And there's Santander. Ty Cobb, Mr. McCovey. Braun. Devers. Cueto. Nomar Garcia is the Nolan Ryan train. Teixeira, Williams, Rifkin. There's the Babe himself, Mr. Babe Ruth. Castro, Clark. Machado. Howard. And there's Barrios. Seager. There's Judge and Torres. Swanson and Cruz. As we wrap up.
Yep.
Wait, it's right to
Perfect. All right.
Two more stacks. Two more stacks. Here we go. Let's bring them over. Let's set this one right down here. Let's set this one right over.
We're a little behind, no worries. So you don't have to pause on the Indians as much if you don't want to.
I will do that. There we go. Olsen, Fish, Yamato, Bogarts, Logan Allen. Bryant. There you go. That's I've been told this is better. Lewis, Seaver, Jones, Martinez, Ichiro, Schwarber, Votto, Mr. Martinez. The Big Hurt. My twin, Mr. Jim told me I can't pause on him anymore. Alvarez. Stargell. No, did the Twins win today?
They're playing the Indians.
They're playing the Indians. Did they win today?
Probably. We were losing when I left.
Oh, boy.
3-1, I think it was when I
Last I saw it was 1-1.
So we had an Anthony Santander, 2/99.
Freddie Freeman. Thank you, Joe. I'll do my best to keep them all in line. Thank you, Joe. There's El Mago. Clayton. Stroman. Lou Bordeaux, Bregman, Mr. Corey Kluber, Trammell, Ford, Hammer and Hank Doby, Mr. Wade Boggs. There's a Bernie Carbo auto. We'll pass that right next door. Gurriel. What I'm going to do to try and help out, I'll turn these sideways. That way we have a little bit more room. Escobar. Bellinger. Andrews. Trouts. There's a 90/99 Eric Hosmer. We'll put that right next door.
Indian killer for quite some time.
He has killed the Indians for a long time. Trey Mancini. Hey, Cole Calhoun. There's a Whitmer. There's an Indian killer. DJ Soler. Shohei Ohtani. Neon Dion. Bo Bichette. Mr. Murphy. Smith and Muncie. Carlton Fisk and Barry Larkin.
Thank you. Well, maybe people get to watch a little bit of the extra for the last break, that's all.
Beautiful. Roll right on through here. Will Smith. There's another Mark Gredzolonic autograph. Whoever has the Dodgers is hitting it tonight. There's another Mark Gredzolonic. There's an all rise for the judge. There's an Indian killer, Nelson Cruz. Aaron Judge again. Mr. Robin Younts. Ronald Acuna Jr. A 6 out of 25.
Ooh, nice.
Ronald Acuna Jr. Boom! We'll pass that next door. Break curfew himself, Mr. Clevenger. Willie Mays Hayes. Francisco. There's a Luis Robert. Or as I call him, Robert.
It sounds better as Robert.
It sounds like he's a better player when I say
Or
Robert.
call him La Pantera, as his nickname goes.
Jorge Alfaro. Noah. Ralph Kiner. Charlie Morton. Blue Jays. Baby Blues. Cueto. Mike Mussina. There's a Harmon Killebrew, twin killer. Ryan Braun. Robinson. Floriano and Hilliard. Here we go. Last 2 stacks to go. Here we go. Chipper. Mr. Wares and Air Jordan Alvarez. And Jackie Sam. And Buster Posey. I'll pass these on over.
Optic Choice is next.
Optic is next. Yes, Russ.
Oh, yep.
Last stack. Let's roll. Let's roll. If you want something, pray for it now. Austin Meadows. Mr. Sunshine. Ernie Banks. Munoz. Chapman. Gleyber Torres. Mr. Anthony Rizzo. AJ, Mr. Blackman. Mr. Ronald Acuna Jr. John Carlos Stanton, Mr. Bryce Harper. Francisco. Fernando Tatis. Let's steal while we can. Steal second base while we can. Trevor Bauer, Mr. Anderson. Master and Apprentice, Yelich and Hayura. Neon Dion playing baseball, not with the Cowboys. Bo Bichette. And Mr. Lonnie Smith, Atlanta Braves. That's an auto. That's a Mr. Lonnie Smith. Ichiro. Juwan Marshall. Chris Bryant. Big Poppy with the Red Sox. Big Poppy. Here we go. Springer. Knock on the drum. Andrew Jones. Jose. There's a Miguel Cabrera. 42 out of 175. Miguel Cabrera. Let me pass that one right next door. The Big Hurts. A-Rod. Mr. Trammell. There's another Indian, Mr. Alex Bregman. Trash can. Knock on the trash can. Yes, Optic Choice is next. Bobby Bradley. Mr. Messina. Harmon Killebrew, Twin Killer. Trout Otani. Angels Elite. Mr. Messina, Harmony Killebrew, Lou Bordeaux. Here's a Bruce Bochy autograph with the trophy, with the Giants. That's Mr. Bochy. There you go. With the Giants. San Francisco. First bowl game I ever played was in that stadium. The conductor, Mr. Chris Sale. Chris Bryant. Jackie Robinson. We got a Sin-Soo Choo, 13 out of 99 with the Rangers. Pass that one right next door. Anything with a Sin-Soo. Pass all these over to the best guy in the business. By far.
I think you're biased.
Biased but true.
Well, I am pretty great.
Great is an understatement, my friend.
I mean, I am getting these. I probably have these sorted in real time, so that's kind of impressive.
You guys are watching how the assortment process goes in real time. If you guys have any questions for Artie, let's ask Artie questions. I don't see many questions for me. So let's ask Mr. Artie some questions. He's a bit of an enigma, if you ask me. Anybody knows him would probably agree. If you have questions for Artie, I'd almost be more interested in those than questions about me. AJ, or Mr. Charlie Beard himself. There's Mr. Smile again. Big day for him. Yelich and Howard. No questions for Artie in the chat.
They just want to get through the end of the archives break, I think, at this point.
Who's ready to end this break?
They're like, let's get an Optic Choice.
Let's go. I know Russ wants Optic.
Oh, it's so pretty. It's all autos. It's so gorgeous.
It's... Russ, if I had to sit here, he's a riddle wrapped in an enigma. Andrew, that's an understatement when it comes to Artie himself. Riddle wrapped in an enigma. Dynamite dropping, Mr. Artie. Andrew. Bo. Mr. Bagwell. Andrew Pujols. There's another couple Bobby Bradleys in here. Hoffman.
Our eBay stuff always ships within 3 days. This stuff will be out either late tomorrow or Wednesday.
If you guys didn't hear that, this stuff will be out either late tomorrow or Wednesday, faster than the normal 3 days. Last couple of cards here in this stack. The last card goes to Oakland Athletics. Let's do a quick recap here in 1 second before we jump on to the next one.
Yep.
You have plenty of more chances to ask Artie questions. That's for sure. Quick recap before we go. Let's do that. Here we go, and then we will have our redemption. Bruce Bochy, Lonnie Smith, Grzelcyk, McClendon, Ralph Garr, another Grzelcyk. First, and this is the one. This is the one. That's all I got to say about that. Bob Wickman. Here we go. Sinsu, 13 out of 99. Miggy Cabrera, 42 out of 175. We got a Ronald Acuna, 6 out of 25. Eric Hosmer, 90 out of 99. Anthony Satander, 2 out of 99. Mr. Yu Chang, 67 out of 75. Derek Jeter, that's always a big one. JT, 76 out of 175. Malik Smith, 13 out of 75. And we have the Topps Combo Dual Auto. Royce Hawkins, Bryce Harper, Philadelphia Phillies. That's a double. That is what we would call a big old boom! Absolutely, Bobcats girl. Whew. There you go. This one's off to you. I'm going to pass this one right on
funny.
over.
I actually was drawing a blank. I was thinking to myself, oh, we got to do a randomization because of Bryce, and then I realized that they're both on the Phillies.
They're both on the Phillies.
That is an awesome boom from Archives.
That is a boom.
Really awesome boom.
When it comes to our side, we're going to stop